Hey Siri, what do you call the procedure when you get your gums fixed after you take your braces off?
Also known as a gingivectomy.
Gingivectomy.
Dental procedure that raises and sculpts the gum line. Another type of gum surgery is a gum graft, which is a surgery.
We're not talking about that. Okay, so the gingivectomy.
Street. Wonder.
Hey y'all, so I wanted to jump on here because I had a video that I did a few years ago with me taking off my braces, and then I also did one with doing like tooth gems on retainers, and I got a lot of views and feedback. So I figured I'd come on here and share my journey of me getting my gums adjusted. And excuses because I just threw this on for work call and was like, well, since I got the wig on, let me do my video. So that's what happened. I really wanted this procedure done as soon as I got my braces off, to be frank. Like, in the world of veneers and all the things, I knew that my teeth was not the way I wanted it to be when I got out of that chair when they took my braces off. I knew it, you know what I'm saying? But the first thing that I did was I had them to like square out my bottom row, because for me, I grind my teeth at night, stuff like that. So that was the first thing I did, and I was like, okay, I feel like that'll hold me. So I had them do a little bit at the top as well, but unfortunately I couldn't square it too much because I don't have like huge teeth, okay? Well, fast forward, I'm constantly looking at my smile, and it was on this side. And you'll see as I share the journey in the process. But I'm looking at the one side and I'm like, okay, I still don't like how I smile. Now granted, there are cases where I'm able to get the right angle, you get what I'm saying, figure out how to smile and all the stuff like that. But no, like, I need to be able, no matter what angle I'm caught in, let me get my smile off, right? I'm like, okay, I need to get this done. And I had people like, no, don't do it, your gums are gonna recede as you get older anyway. Other people was like, your smile is fine. And granted, it was very different from how it was before, to be frank. But at the same time, there was a certain look that I was looking for when I took my braces off. I think a lot of people go into braces with some kind of naive perception or idea of how they'll come out of them, to be frank. I wish there was a little bit more technology around like the current state of your teeth, and then with braces what it will end up looking like, so that there's like more of a realistic expectation 2 to 3 years down the line. So what happened to me was, during my braces, I apparently had a tooth that was going at an angle. So as a result, the gums on this tooth was doing a little something. I had a gap right here, so the gums over this tooth were spilling over. Okay, so I said, I can't do this anymore. I need the gingivectomy, aka the gum lift. So here we are, literally 2 years later with the gum lift. So I wanted to do this video for people who are interested, 1, in the gingivectomy, and 2, for people who get braces and kind of like have an expectation, like I said, of how their hair, ooh, I'm talking about hair, keep looking at mine, how their teeth will turn out, when in the end it's like so much more to it. And I just wish someone had told me. And that's why we love YouTube, right? It's the opportunity to share knowledge that we don't know about, and especially when someone else has had that experience, that can share their wisdom and impart it into the social media waves. I am going to show you some clips from my actual visit at the orthodontist, and then I basically gave it a week of progress reports, being that a week is what they said would equate to like healing. I will say they told me to give it 2 weeks in total to make sure that I was completely satisfied with the results. Also, because your gums tend to really set and relax after 2 weeks. I will say I am still feeling some sensitivity. I just started using my mechanical toothbrush 2 days ago. Prior to that, I was just doing a soft brush that I had gotten from the orthodontist because I was a little nervous. As you can imagine, the gums were still bleeding and things of that nature, so I didn't want any kind of true pressure on them. I did experience a little bleeding on the 7th day, so I do think the true healing probably will come at 2 weeks. And this is per person, right? Everybody is different. Their healing process is different. The mouth is one of the areas that tends to heal a little quicker than others. But yeah, let's jump into it. I'm about to get my teeth done. I'm so pressed. Let's see how ugly it is when I'm done. Today's the day. So this is after the procedure. I feel like this one needs to get done too, because you didn't touch that one. I don't know. I feel like that's it. Let it, heal. I don't know. I feel like it should be fine, but again, I don't know. It's better than it was before. Tell you that. Alright, today's update. Here they are. Healing. I'm excited. So, the girl said 24 to 48 hours I would see a difference. I will see, say right here, it is healing. Still a little right there. So yeah, this one looks pretty healed. This one's still healing, but so far so good. So another update. It's a snow day, so don't mind nothing. But yeah, this is day, let me see, I got it down Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, day 5. And ooh, my lips are dry, y'all. So look at my teeth. That's what you need to be looking at. They look good. This is a very personal experience. I just want to say that. But here is my gums of the week. I don't really see anything red. So that's pretty cool. Breaking out a little bit. But yeah. So overall, I'm very pleased with my results. And we'll see what 2 weeks looks like, because they said that essentially that's when the gums will heal and then kind of like set where they're gonna sit. So yeah, let's see. So real quick, just some things to point out. I think I mentioned it already. The procedure itself literally took 30 minutes. I know you saw in the video when I was at the actual orthodontist, I did ask them to adjust the other tooth. So in the end, I did get 4 teeth fixed. Or not teeth, but the gum area lifted. I did not go to work the next day, but I will say it wasn't like blood was gushing from my mouth or anything like that. I just felt a bit raw and uncomfortable having my mouth out like that. People at my job are already nasty, so I said, you know what, I'm just gonna sit tight. And downtime, the anesthesia had worn off. My appointment was at like 2 something. They gave me some more when I decided to do the other tooth. And I was pretty much done with my numbness by 5, like completely. They do advise that you eat foods that are not completely hot and not spicy. But I had a different person from that orthodontist tell me to eat stuff that were soft. And so the one girl didn't say that. When I told her, like, oh, the girl said I had to do something soft, she was like, no, not necessarily. And she was the one that had actually had the procedure done. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna roll with that. I will say I felt like on that 4th day, when I was at work, I was chewing something and I felt a little weirdness in my mouth, like something with my nerves, but also like, is my tooth off? It was weird. So I would just suggest definitely do the soft. Like, don't do nothing too crazy. just to be safe. And again, overall, very simple procedure, no true downtime. If you're someone who has to get it and then go right back to work, that's something you can do. I would suggest probably wearing a mask, just because who wanna walk around with a raw mouth, you know? If you guys have any additional questions regarding the gingivectomy, feel free to drop them down in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. But definitely wanted to load this for someone who is flirting with the idea, because I know I'm not the only one who, you know, once those braces are off and it has definitely become a part of your identity, which it was for me, you don't always like how you look when you take them off. So you want your smile, the smile that you invested in, to be right. And if that looks like a little bit more work after the braces, then so be it. And in my mind, as someone who does flirt with the idea of veneers often, I told myself, what's $375 more as opposed to a $15K smile, you know? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I look forward to hearing from you guys if you have any questions. Until next time, and be sure to subscribe.